So, Tay, what are you willing to do to get stronger? Hit the weights? Me and you already go to the gym. Are you willing to go a step beyond? Will you sacrifice your firstborn to a demon?
I'm willing to eat spinach.
Spinach?
Yep, just like Popeye. You know, if it works, it works.
Popeye the Sailor Man. Works real well for him. I don't know.
I eat plenty of spinach. It doesn't work. I promise you.
Does it not? That's,
Not to that level.
that's unfortunate.
But in this episode, of Ranking of the Kings, we find out what Boss was willing to do, why he became King Boss, and how he changed his world and became the strongest. And would you do what he did before we see what he does?
I mean, there's a little bit of an extreme, but it got results.
He did get very strong. Right, but let's go ahead and show you what he did.
を奪い、その力を与えることはできる。でもとっても可愛いの。
So his wife was already the strongest woman,
Mhm.
giant at least, the strongest woman giant. And from presuming from the amount of strength that he gained, my assumption is Boji probably would have been the strongest giant, regular giant, if his power wasn't taken.
Yeah, we do learn, I think, 2 or 3 episodes back that Boji's cursed, and his strength was actually taken from him.
Right, and the question was like, who did it? And then it brings back to that first episode where we saw the devil come out of King Boss's body and point right at Boji, and then laugh. And we thought he was like he was doing something like that could have been the curse, but no, he was just laughing because he knew what happened.
Yeah, I mean, these past couple of episodes, we've sort of seen a little bit of a seedy side, but now we get to see more of the true nature of King Boss, and some of the more extreme steps he's willing to take.
Right, and then even though after that scene he regrets doing it, he still did it,
Yeah.
and then he does it again. I mean, he doesn't do it, but he basically takes his second son's body, and this time he feels less remorse. As we saw in the last episode, I sacrificed another son.
Mhm.
Right? And like the question was like, why? Can't you just stay dead? Did you have to be the strongest?
Nah, he's gonna be the strongest man. Doesn't matter. He'll go through 3 sons if you have that option.
He might. I mean, he has a new body.
Yeah, and that new body comes with new strength.
Right. Oh well. Before I start that, I wanna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Right. Now that he has a new body, what's the first thing that you have to do?
Smack the lion.
I was gonna say show off and make sure everyone knows their place, but yeah. So in this next clip, we're gonna see him smack a lion.
どうした
I don't think that was a lion.
I mean, what else would you call those things? Monster? I know they're like weird monster things, but lion got my point across. Anyway, I really like this thing because it really does sell the impact of the hit. Because you feel the entire thing, the swing, the wind up, the smack, the club making impact with that thing's stomach, and then continuing on straight through it.
And there's a quick pause, and you can see the reverberations in the lion's body, and like its lips are flapping because the shock is coming through, and then he goes through.
Yeah, with a club. You know how hard you have to swing a club, a blunt object, to cut something in half.
It didn't cut him. It just
Smashed him in half.
it didn't smash. He's still in one piece.
Is he?
Yeah, he only had spit out. He didn't even use full force.
Well, I interpreted it as him going straight through it, but okay.
No, it was on the floor. He choked out. I was gonna say, did you see the spit flying out instead
I
of
saw
blood?
the bit.
Yeah, it wasn't blood.
Okay, fair enough.
Right. But what I didn't show you the scene is right before Apis got his ass kicked by these lions.
I love how
Perfect.
I love how you say those aren't lines, but that's the name we decided to roll with.
I mean, we can call them like bloodhounds.
Lions is fine. Anyway, Apis gets his ass kicked by a bunch of lions. They're it shows that they're actually pretty smart. Where one baits him, while another one comes in and actually attacks him.
Right, and we see the same thing happen here, where he taps his club at the first one, and then does a U-turn swing, and then you see that amazing swing,
Yeah.
right? And then in the next scene, we're gonna see something similar happen, right, Freddy?
Yeah. So as it turns out, so near the beginning of the series, we're introduced to like the Big Four, like these really powerful knights, and as it turns out, there's a little bit of a selection process for that.
Yeah, and after this, Bebin gets picked to be a knight because he took a hit, smacked into the wall, got right back up to take another hit. Well, not actually, but
You think that's how Boss selected all of his elite forces? He just said, "Hey, you stand here. I'm gonna swing this club at you. If you live, you gotta be one of the elites."
possibly. I think it's that and a combination of if he sees something in you. So he saw Bebin save the snake that Boji also saved from two knights bullying it. Showing that the king admires qualities, like certain qualities like those. But I think this is just on the list of establishing Boss as the strongest, and not even strongest and just barely strong. I mean like a clear, like he is the strongest. And then in the next scene, we're gonna see him hit Dorshi.
You almost forgot his name. You even have me look it up.
I did have you look it up. We're gonna see him hit Dorshi, and claim that he is the strongest of the four. We're skipping over the scene where he beats up Damas.
Yeah.
But he also takes him out.
Yeah.
Even Dorshi is surprised because that type of typical raw strength in such a small body is so unfathomable. Especially knowing that Data previously a day ago wasn't like this, or 2 days ago. You know, after their ranking dropped, they know that their king wasn't that strong. But now all of a sudden, like, what is this magic?
Yeah, he's one-handing a club.
He was one-handing a club. But this goes to show us that Boss could be our big bad. Or Boss Data. Boss D. We can call him Boss D, you know? The D-Boss.
We're not calling him the D-Boss.
The Boss.
Sure, we'll go with that.
The Boss here, right? Clearly the strongest. Better than all four of his top knights that we've established as top knights.
You know, he's apparently able to beat all of them in a single swing of his club.
Except for Dorshi. It seems like Dorshi could take a hit and keep fighting, but it doesn't seem like Dorshi would win.
No, he would not.
Right, it seemed like he took the hit, was very surprised, and could barely keep his footing.
Yeah, he slid across the ground.
Right, and then... But this brings me back to the cliffhanger of this episode, and it really makes you wonder what's going to happen next is, what happened to Data? Or Diada, my bad. You know? What do you think happened to him? Let's see the clip of where he is right now.
どこだここ鏡どこだ鏡
So even he doesn't know where he is.
Yeah, he taps the ground and like, oh, did they imprison me somewhere? And he just wanders off into the darkness. So, is he still in there? You know, is he gonna try to fight control over his body? We don't know yet.
So you think that's his body that he's in?
I mean, where else would he be? Is he in the underworld? I personally interpret it as he's being suppressed inside of his own body. He's not even aware of what's going on anymore.
Yeah, where is this place? And it seems pretty dark, pretty scary, but it leaves you to the foreshadow like, is he gonna come back? And when he comes back, does he get to keep the strength? Does he lose the strength? Right, and these kind of cliffhangers make you want to watch that next episode.
Mhm.
Well, thanks for listening to us. Please hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a good day.
All right, laters.